Hey everybody, and welcome to another edition of Nick and Knarf, two brothers in Tucson, bringing you classic.
Nothing but the finest for your ears because we care for them deeply.
Today
as you should too.
We're bringing a super group to you that only made 2 albums, Souther, Furay, and Hillman. Yep. What a bummer. I mean, so much collective talent. Souther, Hillman, and Furay, country rock super group led by Richie Furay. Remember, we talked about him when we did Buffalo and Springfield, and he also was in Poco. Chris Hillman from the Byrds. God, I loved him.
He was also in the Flying Burrito Brothers,
and
too.
Manassas, yeah. That's one of the 12 tribes. And then J.D. Souther was in Longbranch Pennywhistle, noted songwriter for Linda Ronstadt and the Eagles.
Wrote a lot of great songs.
The band only did 2 albums. Man, but these guys, but they started getting into arguments and they just thought it.
This is the second album called Trouble in Paradise. The first album we're taking our song from today, which was the single hit from this first album, which went gold. It was a pretty successful album, came out in 1973. The song is called Fallin In Love. It's really beautiful. And this album really is outstanding from top to bottom. When I first heard this album, went out to the store and bought it. I mean, I heard only a couple of songs from the album, and I bought it right away. It's a great album. Unfortunately, the second album came out a couple years later, and didn't come to the same kind of critical acclaim as the first one did, and there was a lot of infighting and problems, and then the band just broke up after that.
Such a bummer when you have all that collective talent together, and they just couldn't lay aside their differences while they were, using their cumulative talents together to make some awesome music. I mean, we've got steel pedal, we've got a dobro in here. There's going to be, of course, great vocals.
Chris Hillman brought 3 other members from the band Manassas that played with Steve Stills to play with them on this album. So it really adds a lot of depth and richness to the quality of their sound. And this album is really nicely produced. It's a really
well
fun
produced.
album.
Very nice. And I think we ought to get into it.
I think we're going to get into it. Before we do, I always tell you, please, if you haven't, subscribe. Hit that like icon for us. Share it with your friends. Tell them about Nick and Knarf.
And as you guys know, we have thousands, tens of thousands of subscribers, and we want you to be part of it as well as you join the party.
Yeah, tens of thousands to the minus 10th power. So, but no, if you have subscribed, though, we really appreciate your support. As you know, we love you and we value you so much. And we're so glad you're here with us today.
So we're actually recording this on June 16th. Now, here in Tucson, it's going to be 111 degrees, June 16th. I know that there's a big heat wave, though, going across the country. Everywhere.
Yeah, so stay safe wherever you are. Stay hydrated, stay inside. I went for my morning walk this morning. It wasn't so bad. It was a balmy 85 at about 6 o'clock. So it was not too bad to go out on. But stay safe if you are experiencing the heat wave.
And tonight we get to watch the Game 6 of the Boston Celtics Golden State Warriors game. I actually picked Boston, whom I hate, because I'm a Laker fan. I picked Boston to win this, but I did tell Frank whoever wins Game 4 is going to win this series. And so I'm going with that, and I think Golden State wins it. I don't know if they win it tonight, but they're going to win it. So we're talking basketball. What do you want to know? Call in, and we'll answer any
Tell
questions.
us your thing. What do you think about the Lakers trade rumors? Yeah, let us know about that, too. But anyway, okay, here we go. Let's get into it. Here we are from the Souther Hillman Furay Band album, their very first one, the self-titled. And this was the song that went to number 26 on the charts.
Who's doing the lead vocal?
Lead vocals is Richie Furay.
Okay.
So it sounds a lot like Poco. It's going to really, you're really going to think you're listening to Poco. It sounds really great. Here they are. Get into it. Fallin In Love with Souther Hillman Furay.
Free.
That's some good traveling music.
Oh, that has just got an incredibly infectious beat, and I
yeah.
love that lead, that little lick intro lead
Yeah, I
is
would have
so
liked that to
tasty.
have been a little bit more in front, even when they played that that nice guitar lick at about 2/3 of the way out. Yeah, it would have been nice to hear it a little bit louder.
Yeah, and did you catch that organ in the background that came in secondarily? So it starts getting some layering in the background, and the drum beats are really nice. It's kind of like not just a regular drum beat, kind of goes with it, and that like that nice little shift in the middle and at the end too. So it's a very tastily composed song, no doubt about it. And you ought to hear the rest of this. And they all take turns singing. Chris Hillman sings 2 or 3 of the songs. J.D. Souther, sings a couple of them. There's another great song, Border Town. I mean, there's so many just good songs on this album. Pretty Goodbye, Safe at Home, Heavenly Fire, Deep, Dark, and Dreamless. Just some wonderful stuff. And on this other one, J.D. Souther does do a version of Somebody Must Be Wrong and Prisoner in Disguise, which he wrote for Linda Ronstadt. This one, I think the production quality on this other one isn't quite as good as the one on the first one, but they're both really well-crafted things.
Frank was telling me all these songs that he wrote for the Eagles.
My gosh. He worked a lot with Linda Ronstadt, Eagles. He played with Dan Fogelberg. He played with all kinds of artists, and he had a very successful solo career as well. So he's really talented. This group was really talented. It's a pity they didn't stay together and make more stuff. But hey, that was the nature of stuff. Bands would come together, make a couple of albums, and fall apart. Look at Buffalo Springfield. 3 albums fell apart.
Especially the competitive nature of those early 70s when guys were trying to find the right mix so that they could make sure and get that longevity.
But this is a really tasty song. What did you guys think of Fallin' In Love by the Souther-Hillman-Furay Band? Leave us your comments. Let us know. Did you ever see any of these guys? Did you see Poco? Did you see Buffalo Springfield or the Flying Burritos or any of those guys?
John, I'm sure you saw about 4 of them, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Our buddy John is our big concert meister. He's the one who's going to all kinds of shows.
So many concerts.
Well, we really hope you enjoyed our presentation of the Souther-Hillman-Furay Band. Check them out. The first album especially, but both of them are really good. That's it. Just 2 albums from their catalog, but some really tasty stuff from the 70s. So hope you enjoyed it.
And don't be so selfish. Share.
And subscribe and like. Hit that like icon if you can, because those likes really let the algorithm know that people are watching and enjoying the vids, and it'll spread the word out a little bit more. And any help you guys can give us is great, because we care for your ears and we love sharing our music with you.
That's right.
Thanks for being with us today on another episode of Nick and Knarf. We'll
Always
see you
a
next
pleasure,
time.
guys. Ciao.
Take care. Bye-bye.